and Sundries Fiber Podcast. I'm Devyn.
I'm Lauren.
And I can be found on Instagram as Devyn_no-loose-ends.
And I'm at Lauren Upstitching.
Thanks for joining us.
Yay! We're on episode 13. We are like, I tell you, I'm so impressed with us for keeping up with this. And we're doing good, guys. We're doing good.
We're always having something to show, and we always think, I feel like I have nothing, and then we end up talking forever, so.
I mean, that could just be us.
That could be us. We are chatty. So, let's see. What have you been up to?
Just chaos. For no reason, chaos. The weather is gross. We have 3 feet of snow here. It's impossible to go anywhere. It's a pain in the ass.
The snow is insane. It is pretty.
We're getting ready to paint our basement. So if you've been with us, I have a basement saga of freaking nightmare basement issues, but we're finally getting them under control. So we went and bought.
Excited for your basement.
We bought. I'm so heavy getting it down there. We bought 4 5-gallon tubs of primer and gallons of paint. Such a pain in the ass.
Oh my God.
But we're having a painting party.
Yay!
We're gonna get all our friends.
No, I am excited
to paint for pizza and beer. That's the goal.
So, have you ever painted?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hate it. That's why I'm trying to bribe people.
I've painted a couple times before, for other people's houses, whatever. And my favorite thing to do is to pick out the T-shirt that I'm going to ruin.
Oh, gotcha.
Because so I'm probably just gonna go to Walmart and buy something that I'm totally, because I don't have a whole lot of spare clothes that
you're willing to just cover in paint. I'll give you one.
I know, because I like to keep it. It then becomes a T-shirt of memories, and I keep it until maybe it rips or maybe it falls apart. And it's just something that I wear when I go camping or just junking around the house, whatever. But I've always done that, and I always get paint on me, and I'm
that's so
just
cute.
So you know, I'm a freaking disaster.
Oh, good.
I mean, I can paint your wall, but there's also going to be paint on me.
All right, I'm
you are forewarned.
I'm forewarned.
This is me. So I'm excited for that.
Yeah. So we're gonna bribe everybody. I was originally planning to try and pay somebody to do it because we also have a stairwell that is quite high, so you have to get one of those ladders that can do. And I was like, ooh, we're gonna have to get somebody in here to do this. And I also hate doing house maintenance. But that's just not feasible. It just, in paint alone.
Who are you putting up the ladder? Because I'm out.
Yeah, no, it's going to be Sarah.
Okay,
with all of us at the bottom holding the ladder. We got one of those, my uncle had one of those ladders that is, you can either have it be it can go up and then be a, scaffolding. So it's level.
Ooh.
Or it can be on 2 different
steps.
Yeah, it can be on 2 different steps and be stable. So we did get the right equipment to do that safely.
That is nice.
But I'm still gonna be I hate. So I'm very protective of my sister. I'm the older sister. It's just the way I am. And the first year after our mom passed away, it was almost immediately Christmas. She passed in October, and then it was Christmas. And Sarah just climbed up on the roof to put lights up. And I had nightmares about her falling off the roof. So I'm going to have nightmares about her being on a ladder. I just know it. That's just going to be who I am. But she'll probably frog climb up the walls.
She's fearless.
Yeah, she'll frog climb up the walls and get into all the corners because it just wasn't good enough, Lauren. It just wasn't good enough. I had to be an Olympic athlete for no reason.
I've never made it above the second rung of a ladder. When I climb a ladder, I have one arm under the rung that's above me, and I'm shaking like this. I'm so scared.
I'm terrified of heights, and I'm a klutz. So I always say it's like putting a pig on a ladder. It's just not. It's just nothing's gonna happen that's positive.
No, it's just gonna be bad.
Yeah.
So anyway,
that's what I've been up to. What have you been up to?
Not a whole lot. I had a couple of fun days in the snow with the dogs. Jason built this tunnel for them. Because the snow is so ridiculous that it's high enough that the dogs can actually go through this tunnel all the way. And we also have some snow blown paths because one of our dogs is very small, and Jennabelle, the snow is officially almost twice her height.
Oh my God.
It is bad. When she's walking on the snow blown path, you can't see her.
Oh.
She does not like to poo in her path, so she jumps up onto the high snow because that's where she wants to poo. So that's always funny to watch. But we've been kind of playing with the dogs in the snow. Not a whole lot has been going on.
Yeah.
In our other podcast, I talked about some journaling, so I've been doing a couple little journaling activities, which have been fun.
Yeah. But it's just been chaotic. Like, you feel like you can't get anything done.
Yeah.
Or you're so like, just put me to bed.
I had a lot of just lay on the bed and watch TikTok until 9 o'clock at nights this week. Yeah. So be prepared. There's not a lot of progress. There's a little progress, but not a lot.
I have a rule for TikTok that I'm not allowed to open it after like 10. Because if I do that, I'm up till 4 for no reason. It just sucks you in.
It's the TikTok trap.
Yeah. Anyway. So you have whips. I have a new start. I made progress on some of my other
start.
Okay. So I made progress on some of my other stuff, but just nothing visible that's like worth showing. So, but then I talked about this last time. I was planning to start.
I love this bag.
This is what it's going to look like. This is the Kraynebo sweater by Elena Fettitova, aka Ravliki on Instagram. I think that's how you say it. And so I started it.
Can you find your swatch in here?
And I made a swatch. So this is what my material is going to look like. How gorgeous is that? I need to block this swatch. How pretty is that?
I love that gold finch feather color.
So, and I like how it's fading from the blue to the green. Like, that is just so pretty. Like, that is just pretty. I'm excited about it. So, I did my swatch, and I am mostly on gauge. I am maybe I'm correct going vertically, but I'm like, so let me talk to you about this. So her gauge swatch is 19 stitches across and 16 rows up. But then the pattern is just do 19 stitches across, 16 rows of the pattern. Well, the pattern requires an even number of rows. So, or you like end, like you can't, it just ends with a space. You don't have a stitch to end on.
Mm.
So I was like, oh, I need to add another stitch to make 20 stitches that I can do the pattern on. And now I'm off by 1 stitch. So that tells me I'm correct in my pattern. I'm correct in my gauge. What I should have done, and what I might still do because I'm struggling with gauge, is do like 30 stitches by so many rows and measure.
That's what you do in knitting.
That's okay. So then that's what I definitely need
to
do.
Whenever you're measuring in knitting, they'll, like what I've watched is they'll tell you like don't measure your very edge stitches because some your edges like they tend to want to curl and they might not be like at the best gauge as like
and your foundation chain, you shouldn't be measuring off that and do that. So I think I'm on gauge. I think I'm pretty well engaged, but I'm going to do another swatch just to test. Because, and the reason I'm doing another swatch just to test is, and the reason we're going to have a long conversation after this, is that, so I was like, okay, I'm pretty good. Like, might be off a little bit, but I'm pretty right on there. I will measure myself. So I have my sister measure me, write down all my measurements, and like just start and see where I get. So I'm doing a large sweater, which is let me double check my measurements, which should be 52 inches around in circumference at your widest point. And it is supposed to be a baggy sweater. So a medium would fit kind of snug. So I went with a large to have that baggy, like the same aesthetic that it's going for. If it helps
you visualize it, I'm a 53-inch bust.
Yeah.
So this would almost fit me.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I'm a 45-inch bust. So I thought a 52 has the right amount of bag to get what the sweater is going for. Right. I think a medium was like a 49. And I thought that's still pretty, that's going to be comfortable, but not baggy.
Yeah.
Really. So it should be 26. This sweater is done in pieces. So you do your front, your back, and your piece, and you seam them together. You do your sleeves and you seam them on. So it should be 26 inches across in the back. So I'm doing a large sweater. It's 128 stitches. I do my chain. I'm starting to look. And I'm not just like, okay, like don't measure your foundation chain. I'm like 10, 11 inches off. And I'm like, that's too off to be, to just be like,
that's going to put you in an extra large or even larger.
Yeah, it's almost like a 2X. It's huge. And so I need to do some double checking on some stuff. Like I might need to remeasure myself. I might need to, obviously do another gauge swatch. I need to play around with this until I get the correct gauge to be the sweater that I'm actually going for and not a dress.
Right.
So I'm really loving. I like the stitch. Like, this is so pretty.
It is really cute.
Upside down. I like the stitch. I like the colors. I like everything about it. I just need to make sure that when I start correctly and don't get myself all over the place when it could be corrected now.
I'll do my best to help you. You just heard my sweater saga in our previous episode.
Yeah, but you at least.
So I don't know everything, but I'll try.
Well, we're gonna, between the two of us, we'll get there.
We'll figure something out.
So that is my start, sort of. So I have definitely started. I consider this started, but I don't have any progress to show.
That's a start.
I don't have any progress to show.
Yeah.
But, so it's gonna be fun.
That is gonna be fun. I'm excited that you're doing your first sweater.
Yeah, it's my first pullover sweater. I'm excited.
I have a whip.
This is so pretty.
You guys saw this in our last episode. And this is my Birds of a Feather shawl, which is just turning out to be so pretty.
It's so pretty.
I can't really
love
stretch
this
it out.
green with the little flecks of the silver in it.
Yeah, the green is just really beautiful. It has the flecks of silver, and then it's got some sequins. This white-ish color here is just kind of like some silver and white. Like a, what is that called? Tonal type of dye. And then this is just a nice shiny-ish black.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like my technical terms. Shiny-ish.
Shiny-ish.
So this has been a lot of fun to work on. It is, I knew going into this that it's going to be slow going because I've knit this shape of a shawl before. And once you get to about the point where I am, maybe a little bigger than this, when you get the large number of stitches, especially in this fine mohair, it takes a while.
Yeah.
And the mohair requires a little bit more attention just to make sure you don't miss a stitch or that you poke all the way through it, just because like the fibers from the mohair tend to want to go and be friendly. And so you want to just make sure that you're like getting that stitch on the middle.
It's a very, you have to be very present for that stitch.
Yes. And this section I had to be very present for because this was the lace. So then after this, there will be a white section, another just big chunk, and that will go quicker.
Quicker, but you're getting up to the stitch count.
I'm getting up in the stitch count. So it's all going to slow down from here. But I am loving this piece. I love the drape. It is so light and just like flowy. It's obviously it doesn't really go with this outfit.
No, maybe not with neon pink. But
it is something that I'm really looking forward to having in my stash of shawls.
Yeah.
With this winter having as much snow as it is, even with me not going anywhere, I've been wearing the heck out of my shawls every time I go outside.
Get all snuggled up.
I am all bundled up. So that is my whip. It's a lot of fun. I really recommend the pattern. It is the Birds of the Feather by Andrea Mowry. The lace is fun and easy lace. It is not a complicated lace stitch, but it kind of makes this section look really cute and wavy.
I love how everything else is structured, and then that little wavy section of lace.
It's all wavy. So
yeah,
it's a lot of fun. So that's my whip. What else do you have?
That's it for me. I have stuff, but I could have shown the blanket and shown that I'd made 2 inches of progress, but who cares?
Blanket. I didn't bring my blanket. I made a little progress on it. I think
they just don't show it as well.
They really don't. Even with my blanket that's little.
Yeah.
Because I'm not as your blanket is, you're already, so my blanket you build up to the widest point.
Yeah. You
start at the corner, and so you slowly get wider, like a triangle. And Lauren's blanket is your rectangle, so it's back and forth. So, but anyway, I am showing you guys my new hat that I'm working on. This is the Bankhead hat.
This is such a cute hat.
And this hat I've knit before. It is a free pattern. It is by Susie Gourlay.
Gourlay, yeah.
Yes.
I think that's how you say it.
We think
or
it's
Gourlay.
Gourlay. I'm not sure. Sorry. But it's a nice free pattern on Ravelry. And
very cute.
I'm making it out of Brooklyn Tweed.
I love this when you made your sweater out of it.
This is the same yarn that I made my flax sweater out of. So this is the worsted weight shelter base. And the color is called Foothills. And I just really, really like it. And
it's very cute.
It's a very easy hat pattern. And I'm just kind of going until, I think I have to get to 6 or maybe 8 inches. I'm making it extra long because I want it to be able to be folded up to warm the ears. Jason has he has 2 hats that I've made him, but none of the other hats are as warm as this is going to be because this is that wool and spun yarn. It is going to be extra cozy.
Yeah, it's been freaking 12 degrees here regularly, so
it does fit.
Needs the...
I look so pretty.
You do look pretty. Do you guys have the same size head?
I have a big head. I think he does too. So yeah, pretty much. I haven't actually measured my hat size.
Oh, that'd be interesting to know because I have a teeny tiny noggin.
I have a big old noggin.
You also have a lot of hair.
I have a lot of hair. But yeah, that is my whip, and it is. I started it. Actually, didn't work on it all this week. I didn't work on either of these in the past week. I started this and worked on that shawl last week. This past week, I've just been. I've been journaling. I've been playing with dogs. I've been laying in bed with TikTok.
Taking some time to relax.
I do have one more thing to show. This is fun.
Ooh.
So this
wait, hold up this bag.
I'm going to.
Because it matches your dress.
I know, it's so perfect.
Look at that.
Let me hold it over here so you can see it away from my dress.
Yeah, let's put it like that. Look how cute that is. That is just adorable.
It is pretty cool.
I think you have a theme today, though.
I'm loving the hot pink, okay? So, this is from Direful Yarns, which is one of my favorite indie dyers. She had on her website, she did like a holiday sale. It was after Christmas, but it was sometime in December. And it finally came. And it is just this cute little bag. So she dyes yarn, but she also does do some bag making. And so her bag making she does under Pink Body.
Oh yeah.
But her yarn is under Direful. She does have the bag that was all listed on her website, the Direful website. I don't know if Pink Body has its own website. But these are the minis, and I'll hold each one up on their own eventually. That came, yeah.
So this really beautiful chocolate.
These all came with the bag. It was just like, I think this was called the Ski Lodge set. But it is super cute.
Camera to focus. There we go.
These are her like Christmas themed colorways.
Yeah. Oh, I love this one.
I don't remember the names of any of these colors, but it is super cute, and this yarn is really soft.
It is very soft, and they
that's my favorite.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of like a mermaid. These definitely all
they're cohesive,
so pretty
color scheme.
Yeah.
So, I don't know what they'll be. I have no plan.
Are you planning to keep them together?
Yes, I do plan to keep them together. And obviously, whatever project I make has to go in this bag. Obviously. So this is my second bag from her. The first one I got was with her 2019 Advent calendar, and it's got Little Red Riding Hood on it, and it is super cute.
Yeah.
Her construction with her bags, they are so durable, and I love the rope that she uses. She uses I don't know where she gets it, but I'm gonna guess a hardware store quality rope. It is not
yeah, it's not flimsy. It's not going to snap or break or fray over time.
Or the knots aren't going to slide out. She uses a good quality rope. And I appreciate that. Because as someone who has a lot of drawstring bags, this little silky stuff is annoying.
Yeah.
This is annoying. But this holds. I almost whacked myself in the face with one of those. Anyway, I'm really looking forward to doing something with this. Don't know when I'll get to it, but hey, I needed it. It went in stash. And I love the matching.
Yeah. Matchy today.
Matchy. So those are my 2 whips that I'm working on. I have a Valentine's Day hat that I've shown you guys before that I made no progress on. It's charted, and this week my brain said, I don't want to deal with that.
No, our brains are dead. Our brains are dead. It has been, we talked a little bit whenever we podcast, that's our time to get together every 2 weeks, and so we do the friendship catch up. That this today took almost 2 hours.
It was a lot.
And I was just like, I feel emotionally exhausted for no real reason. Just, you can't, like, the pandemic is wearing on us. The weather is wearing on us.
The snow.
The just drudge of, like, all right, it's getting to be, like, almost March, people. Like, I love winter. We live here for a reason. Winter is beautiful. I'm starting to get, like, okay, it's time to be done
Spring
with this
fever.
shit. Yeah, like, let's go. And so, it was just an
I'm trying to battle it with my color.
Yes, Devynn's like, no, spring is coming.
Spring!
Ah. But it's what we gotta do. We gotta do it whatever we can. So, so not a huge update this week, but we'll be back in 2 weeks with maybe more, maybe not. Who the hell knows?
We'll just be here.
Yeah. So,
That's us.
that's us. We'll just be here. What do we say? Normal does not apply. Like, it just doesn't.
No.
Oh well. So if you have any projects that you're working on, or you have something that you've been struggling with, or if you have things that can help me with my gauge, comment down below. Tell us more about what you've been doing for the last couple
Crochet
weeks.
help appreciated.
Crochet help appreciated always. Other than that, we'll be back in another 2 weeks to yammer at you. So have a great week, and bye guys.
Bye.